What's up guys, and welcome to the probably cheapest marquee matchup set ever. EA just released the new marquee matchup set for this weekend and we have 4 different games to complete and all of them are from lower rated leagues. We have Middlesbrough versus Oxford United, we have Copenhagen versus Bröndby, we have Verona versus Ferrara, and we have Red Bulls versus Whitecaps. Most of them do not have a rating requirement. There's actually only one that has a rating requirement. So 3 of the 4 challenges, you can build them with bronze players only, guys. This is probably the cheapest marquee matchups ever. However, on the flip side, the packs that you get as rewards are obviously also not the best. Overall, the packs are worth around 50,000 coins. But given that the squads are basically for free if you do the bronze pack method, I think it's definitely a good marquee matchup set. With that said, let's jump into the first one. Let's jump into the Middlesbrough versus Oxford match. You need to have 2 players from the 2 teams combined. You need 2 different nationalities the most, so I decided to go full English anyway, so I don't have a problem with nationalities, but you need to have a rating of at least 70. So given that Oxford is a lower rated team, you also need to have players from from the second or the first English league. I used a couple of championship players in here from Newcastle in that case, for instance, to get the rating high enough. You need an 85 chemistry requirement as well, so you have some leeway to use players out of position, but overall this should not be the difficult challenge. You get a premium gold players pack, so that's a premium gold pack, sorry, that is only a 7.5k pack. So let's send this team and move on to the Copenhagen versus Brøndby match from the Danish league. Again, in this case, you don't have a rating requirement, so you can use a full bronze team. And guys, look at the ratings of these players. Most of them are in the low 50s, so they probably even wouldn't sell for discard, those players, if it wasn't for the challenge now. So this team is totally for free if you do the bronze pack method. You need 1 player from Copenhagen or Brøndby. You need 6 players from the Danish league, and 4 of them must be Danish. However, since I have a lot of Danish players from the bronze packs, I decided to go full Alka Superliga anyway to be on the safe side, and obviously I get 100 chemistry that way easily. However, you only need 85, but I decided to use it anyway because these are cheap players, guys. Let's hand that in and we get a premium silver pack, so that is a 7,000 coin pack, and we can go on to the third one, Verona versus Ferrara from the Serie B. In this case, again, no rating requirement, guys. You need to have at least 3 different nationalities though, and you need 5 players from the Serie B. However, not a problem. As you can see, again, a full bronze team. Some of them are in the low 50s. I used some 60s just because the league is on average has a higher rating than the Danish league we saw in the previous one. But again, this challenge is super cheap, guys. These players, they go for discard usually. An 85 rating requirement. You can also use players out of position like I do in this case, just to get another nationality in here. We get an all players pack, so obviously one of those packs that could be anything, 4 bronze, 4 silvers, 4 gold, with one of them being rare, so it'll be interesting to see what we get in that one. And the final challenge is the New York Red Bulls versus the Whitecaps FC. Again, full bronze team, super easy. You need to have at least 6 different nationalities though, so that's somewhat of a tricky part, but if you have a lot of the MLS players, and I did do the MLS challenge before, so I don't mind giving up any of these players anyway, you do have some nationalities, or you should have some nationalities that you can use in this case. I have Germans, I have Americans, I have Canadians, I have a French one, I have an Englishman in here as well, a Mexican defender, and I think 1 player from Honduras, that is, and 1 from, is that Costa Rica? Probably Costa Rica. Yes, it is Costa Rica. So I have a bunch of different nationalities. Again, no rating requirement in this one, and you get another 7.5k pack. With that one completed, we should also complete the overall challenge, which rewards us a 25k pack, a premium gold players pack, so definitely the best pack of the bunch that we just received. So let's quickly move to the store and open all 5 of them. Again, I'm not expecting any amazing players in those, unless EA or the EA gods are kind with me. But given that the challenges are for free, these packs, basically they can only be rewarding, even consumables would be nice, obviously. Let's start with the all players pack. So 12 players, 4 gold, 1 rare. Doesn't have to be the gold one though, but it is the gold one in this case. Not a high rated one. We get one from Ajax Amsterdam, Ziyech. Obviously the Ajax challenge just expired yesterday with the Ajax Europa League match. We get Chatley from the Premier League and Obiang from the Premier League. He will be useful for the new challenge that is out there where you have to use Spanish players from non-Spanish leagues. So I can definitely use Obiang in that one. And Charlie, obviously a Premier League player, always good to have in the club. And Akinfeev, also a higher rated Russian player that we can use in one of the challenges. The other players probably not worth mentioning, but I store them in the club anyway and put the duplicates to the transfer list. I don't have many transfer spots available though, so I should be careful with storing players on there, given that we have 4 more packs to go through. Let's go with the silver one for now, Premium Silver Players Pack. Obviously one of the packs that can be quite valuable in this year's FIFA with the squad building challenges. Who is it? It's a South Korean player, 74 rated. Are there any players from the French league in there? For instance, a Belgian player. So I already completed it, but I'll send it to the club anyway. Any duplicates that we can sell? Only the bronze guy. But there's a Besiktas player in here that we can use at some point. There's a Liga NOS players in here that we can use. So I guess a decent pack, given that it was for free anyway. I'll obviously take it anyway. Let's store that to the club, and I think I should quick sell that bronze player, given that I only have 4 spots available and we have still 3 gold packs to go through. So I quick sell Mr. Hayes from the Bohemian and move on to the next gold pack. We have a premium gold pack, another premium gold pack, and then the big one, the bigger one, the premium gold players pack. Let's start with the 7.5k packs first. Who do we get? We get Hazard on the pack, and we get at least a rare card in there, which is not too bad. We get Shinji Kagawa in there. I think that's pretty decent. Shinji Kagawa, 83 rated player. Also usable in the current challenges, and obviously 83 rated players are useful for most of the challenges that are out there at the moment. So I'll happily take Shinji. Another Bundesliga player, and also get 1,000 coins, which we'll happily take. And another Premier League player as a duplicate that in this case I will put on the transfer list. Let's store those to the club and move on to the last premium gold pack before we move on to the 25k pack. Di Maria on the pack. Who's in it? It would be nice to pull a decent player, given that no decent player in this one, given that the yesterday's marquee matchup said the European one wasn't too good in terms of rewards. We get Maxwell in this pack from the Paris team, and another Premier League player, Mr. Cork. Let's do all of this to the club and send. We have 3 more spots open, so I think I should quick sell the duplicates here, just to be on the safe side with the 25k pack. Let's hope we get at least, I want at least an 84 rated player in this pack opening. Otherwise, I would be quite disappointed. Let's see whether we get a big flare. That's pretty good. We get, yes, it's Oblak. Pretty good pull, guys, from a pack opening, from a marquee matchup set that was free for sure. Most of the players were bronze. We pulled Oblak, 87 rated player from the La Liga, obviously. Definitely one of the best keepers they have there. And we also get Ibora, one of the players that is useful for the squad building challenges. Let's see how much Oblak goes for. 25 max, so he goes for around 10-ish K. Not the most valuable player, but definitely a good pull for that marquee matchup set, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you pulled. Let me check whether I have anything else in there. A French, a Turkish, and an Austrian player as duplicates, which fit perfectly on the transfer list that I have left. So let's send all those to the club and store the others on the transfer list. But as I said, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you pulled, how much or whether at all you had to invest in that marquee matchup set, or whether you had all the players available already. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video, guys.